Welcome to the first ever video on the Solo Hoops channel, and this is a channel that I've been wanting to make for a while. We're going to be talking basketball pretty much every single day on this channel, so if that's something that you're interested in, if you like the sport of basketball, then go ahead, be one of the first subs to this channel. I'm talking hot takes, predictions, analyzing the game, all that. I'm going to try and post daily on this channel, maybe every other day, maybe every third day. I know daily is going to be kind of tough, but yeah, this is something that I've been wanting to do for a while. I was thinking, what type of channel can I create that is something that I really enjoy? And there's not many things in the entire world that I like more than basketball. I watch it every single day. I have debates about it, stuff like that. So this is the beginning of this channel. Hopefully it's going to be one of the best basketball channels on YouTube. And let's get into the first topic that I want to talk about in this video. And that is going to be the Denver Nuggets. Now, I think the Denver Nuggets are the team to beat in the NBA. Y'all can let me know what you think about that in the comments. That's another thing on this channel. It's going to be a conversation. I guess you could say a debate. Like, I'm going to pretty much be replying to every single comment. We could have our little debates, our little whatever. If you want to say arguments, I wouldn't really say that, use that word, but you know what I'm saying. Like, we just want to have a conversation going in the comments. So if I say something that you don't agree with, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Again, I'm going to reply to as many as I can, but a lot of people say that the Celtics, and according to the odds, you know, if you look at, you know, if you want to place a bet, the Celtics are actually the top team. They're the favorite to win the NBA Finals. And I don't really understand that. I think that the Denver Nuggets, obviously, they won the NBA Finals last year. I think that they are the team to beat. Now, Jason Timpf, I believe that's how you say his name. He is from Hoops Tonight. Some of you guys may have heard of him before. He said that Nikola Jokic is the best offensive player of all time. Now, that's a crazy statement. Let me know what y'all think about that. Is Nikola Jokic the best offensive player of all time? I could, there's an argument for it. There's an argument for it. There's definitely, you know, some other people, you know, MJ, LeBron, Steph Curry. There's a lot of other people that I might pick first, but I could see the argument for it. And like, bro, Jokic to me is like Thanos right now in the NBA, bro. He should have had, and y'all are going to say I'm glazing, he should have had 3 straight MVPs. Obviously, Embiid was close. Jokic is the better player. Like, if we're going straight off numbers, straight off stats, then maybe they give the edge to Embiid because he averaged more points. But we know Jokic is the best player in the NBA, and he has been for the last 3 to 4 seasons. And when he's the leader of this team, like, this is something I want to talk about. I think the Nuggets might have one of the best lineups or the best starting fives of all time. And now I'm not talking purely talent, because obviously we got the Warriors from, what was it, 2016 with Curry, Clay, KD, Draymond, that team. We obviously got the Bulls team from 96 that everyone always talks about. We got the Miami Heat team with D-Wade, Bosh, LeBron. There's a lot of good teams with a lot of talent. But when we talk about the lineup construction of this team, where the ball pretty much goes through Jokic every play. Obviously, Jamal Murray can create his own stuff as well. But Jokic can pretty much score whenever he wants. But also, the lineup is built so perfectly that Aaron Gordon, from the dunker spot, Jokic can just throw it down to him if he's open. Or if they start to cover that, he could just kick it out to KCP or MPJ for a 3. Like, I don't know. It's, to me, the Denver Nuggets are the team to beat in the NBA. Let me know in the comments if you think it's the Celtics or if you think it's somebody else. But my pick to win the NBA Finals is the Denver Nuggets. Now, the Nuggets are the clear front runner in the Western Conference, at least in my opinion. When we talk about the East, I think you got the Boston Celtics and you got the Milwaukee Bucks. Now, which team do I like more? I mean, right now, you probably got to go Celtics, but I don't know if this is a hot take. I think I prefer the Bucks. I can just see them, you know, figuring it out. Like, they're already starting to figure it out. Dame started slow, but Dame's starting to get going alongside Giannis. Like, they got to figure that out. That's 2 star players that have always pretty much, you know, had the offense ran through them. So they're just kind of figuring it out. I think the Bucks, you know, how many games we got left? 60 games, 62 games, something like that. I think they're probably my second pick. They're probably who I have out of the East. So Nuggets, Bucks Finals which would be really good. Giannis versus Jokic. But looking at the rest of the Eastern Conference, we got the Orlando Magic. I don't think they're really there yet. Right now, they're the 3 seed, which, I mean, that really shouldn't last long. Does anyone really think the Magic are going to be the 3 seed by the end of the year? I don't think so. The 76ers is a team that, I mean, I guess they have a chance to go to the NBA Finals. You can't count them out, but they're not really my pick. You know what I'm saying? They're not really my pick. Then we got the New York Knicks. You know, I don't think they're ready. They got Brunson, Randall, obviously solid players on that team, but I think they're gonna have to go ahead and go get, you know, Donovan Mitchell or one of these other stars in the offseason and then really have a run for it. I don't think the Knicks are really there. The Pacers are a fun team, though. The Pacers are a fun team. Are they ready, though, to make a run to the NBA Finals? I don't really think so. I'm a big Halliburton guy. You know, he's been going off. Like, he has been going crazy. But for this year, they might kind of be peaking. Like, they literally score the most points in the NBA, and I don't see them getting better than what they're doing right now, if that makes sense. And are they better than the Celtics? Are they better than the Bucks right now? I don't know. And then also something that I take a lot of account into when we're talking about the playoffs is experience. And the Pacers really don't have a lot of experience. So I'm kind of off on them. The Heat, you can't really count them out, but I'm not really too high on them. And then this is kind of my third team, I would say, is the Cleveland Cavaliers. They've been a little bit banged up to start the year. Donovan Mitchell's dealt with some injuries. Garland, I believe, has missed more time than Mitchell, has been having some injuries. Jarrett Allen was injured to start the year. Karis LeVert's now dealing with some injuries. Max Strus has been playing crazy, by the way, so I got to give some flowers to him, or I got to give a quick shout out to him. Max Strus has been stepping up big time. But I think the Cavs, once they get healthy, I think that they have a chance. They're a team that, you know, for the last year especially, I've kind of been high on. So I would not be surprised with the Cavs. The Nets, out on them. Everyone else in the East, yeah, really don't got to talk about them. They don't have a chance at winning it all. Out West, we have the Timberwolves right now with the 1 seed. I would love to see an Anthony Edwards run to the finals. It's just going to be tough. Like, especially if they go up against the Nuggets. Like, are they beating the Nuggets in a 7-game series? That's going to be really tough to do. I don't know if they're really, like, ready yet. They might have to see the Nuggets kind of fall. Which, by the way, I was going to mention this earlier. The only way that I see the Nuggets not winning it all is basically an injury. And it doesn't have to be to Jokic. If Jamal Murray gets hurt, that's a big blow. If someone like Aaron Gordon, he plays such a huge role for the Denver Nuggets. I feel like he's very underrated, like, within their system. Like, I feel like a lot of NBA fans don't really realize how much Aaron Gordon does for the Denver Nuggets. Last year, he took huge matchups defensively in the playoffs. He's kind of their guy. They just go ahead, like, put him on the best superstar on the other team, and he tries to clamp him up. And then also offensively, just in, you know, the low post, the block, the dunker spot, whatever you want to call it, he plays such a big role. We also got the Thunder, who are kind of similar to the Timberwolves. They're like a young team. Probably in 2 to 3 years, we're going to start to see these teams in the conference finals a lot. I don't think they're ready. You'd obviously like to see them go far, but it's Chet's first year. Honestly, like, they could, though. They could go far, but there's some other teams I like more, like the Suns. I think that Devin Booker is an absolute animal. Obviously, people know he's crazy, but I think that he's even more underrated, and people aren't giving him enough credit. Like, he's so efficient. I feel like he is the guy on this team. They got Kevin Durant, obviously. Those two are just so efficient. The NBA in-season tournament, actually, the game just ended where it was Suns-Lakers. D-Book actually had a pretty bad game. I think he had like 20-something points. And he just didn't shoot the best. But, so that's kind of bad timing. But, I mean, obviously, the playoffs is a different story. When you got a 7-game series, I think the Suns are going to be a team that's going to go pretty far. You got the Kings, who should be in the mix. They're not going to be my pick to go to the finals or anything like that. You got the Mavericks. Again, don't really see them going too far, but Luka, can't really count him out. We got the Lakers. I mean, I could see it. I could see the Lakers going far. Pelicans is a sleeper team, which they're 12-10 right now. They have the 8 seed. They are actually a very deep team. They got players like Herb Jones, Trey Murphy, Dyson Daniels, Jose Alvarado. Like, they just got really good role players to go alongside Zion, CJ, and BI. So I think the Pelicans are a team people kind of got to keep their eye on. The Clippers, I mean, I don't think, I mean, no, I don't think the Clippers are going anywhere. The Warriors are really the only other team I think that have a chance this year. And right now they're 9-11. So they're not even 500. But any team with Stephen Curry, like it doesn't matter if he's on the Warriors, he's on the Spurs, like it doesn't matter what team he's on. You can't count out any team with Stephen Curry when it comes to the playoffs. But, and just so y'all know, if you don't know, because this is my first video on this channel, I am a Golden State Warriors fan. I'm gonna stay as unbiased as possible on this channel. We're not gonna have no crazy biases. I know there's a lot of fans or a lot of creators that will, you know, have crazy biases toward their teams. I'm not doing that. But we gotta get Steph Curry some help. I don't know how they're gonna do it because a lot of people are saying they need to trade Clay. They need to trade Draymond. They need to trade Wiggins. I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't really see the management going away from players that have done so much for the Warriors. Even Wiggins, people say, oh, just trade him, package him and get Pascal or do something like that. I don't really see the Warriors doing that. Wiggins was like the second best player on that finals team from 2 years ago. Means a lot to the franchise. And I don't think they're just going to trade him away just from some, you know, early season like challenges, I guess you could say. Obviously, I talked about the Suns, the Lakers, how they just played in the NBA in-season tournament. The game before that, which was at 7:30 Eastern, was the New York Knicks versus the Milwaukee Bucks. And there's two players that I really want to talk about. One of them is Giannis. He had 35 points, 10 assists, 8 rebounds, with also 3 steals. Giannis has been on an absolute tear. I'd say the last like 5, 6 games. So that's something that I feel like needs to be talked about. And also, Julius Randle. Bro was hustling. If y'all watch this game, he had one play where he dove out of bounds to save a ball, threw it back in. I think he got a steal on that play. I'm not sure. He dove out of bounds, threw it back into, I want to say like Dante DiVincenzo for a 3. Randle had 41 points. He was 14 of 19 from the field, hit 11 free throws. Randle's been hooping. I think he had a game 2 games ago, I want to say, where he had 20 boards. Like, he started the year a little rusty, a little rough, but Julius Randle has actually been going crazy. And the Knicks are kind of one of those teams that you wouldn't be surprised if they went on a run in the NBA in-season tournament because it's a one and done. And Knicks are kind of one, like the Pacers. Those are kind of teams where, like, if they're hot at the right time, they could win like a one and done type series and go far. But the Bucks did eliminate them 146 to 122. And then if we rewind one more day, we have the Pacers and the Celtics game. And I have to talk about Tyrese Haliburton. The guy's been on an absolute tear. Is he a top 10 player in the NBA? Y'all let me know what you think. I think it's pretty close. It's hard to get into the top 10. Like, I know, obviously, he was an all-star last year, a fringe all-star last year. It's hard to just jump like that fast into, say, the top 10, where there's a lot of guys in the top 10 that have a lot of experience. They have a lot on their resume. But he's close. Haliburton's close. He is getting near that superstar potential, that superstar, you know, conversation. But against the Celtics, where they eliminated them, 26 points, 13 rebounds. He played 40 minutes. Like, the guy's on an absolute tear. It's going to be fun to see. Can the Pacers beat the Bucks? That's going to be a really interesting game on, I believe, Friday? No, Thursday. Yeah, Thursday they play them. I think something like that. That's going to be a really interesting game. My honest opinion, Pacers, Bucks, I got to go with the Bucks. I do have to go with the Bucks. I think the Pacers' luck probably comes to an end, but I wouldn't be surprised if they beat the Bucks. And then on the other side, we have the Lakers taking on the Pelicans, I believe. And if y'all watch that Lakers-Suns game, I mean, it kind of looks like the refs want the Lakers to win. Like, there was a play at the end, I'm sure y'all know about it if you were watching the game, where there was a loose ball and then LeBron called a timeout, but they didn't have the possession. Like, they didn't have the ball. But the ref still gave him the timeout anyways, and the Suns were supposed to, they were going to pick up the ball and probably score to tie the game and go to OT. The refs, they don't care. They want the Lakers to move on for ratings. Like, bro, I'm telling you, they probably were told that, you know, give some cause the Lakers' way or whatever. And if not, then I don't know what to tell you, because it was pretty clear as day that the refs wanted the Lakers to win there at the end of the game. Lakers, Pelicans, again, the refs are probably going to be blowing the whistle towards the Lakers, what, you know what I'm saying, giving them calls. But the Pelicans are a team that's very interesting. Herbert Jones been playing absolutely crazy defensively. He's all over the place. And I mean, this is going to be a good game. I probably got the Lakers. So Lakers Bucks in the finals is my prediction. And to win it all, I'm going to say the Bucks. But again, it just feels like the NBA wants the Lakers to win. It just would make sense. The first ever NBA Cup, the first ever NBA in-season tournament is going to end up in LeBron James's hands. Y'all can let me know what you think. Who do you think is going to win the NBA in-season tournament? And in the comments, go ahead and leave a hot take, whether it's a season-long prediction. Maybe you got a certain team doing something in the playoffs. Maybe you got a certain player winning MVP. Just leave any NBA hot take in the comment section below, and I might make a hot takes video coming soon. This is only the first episode. Sub up if you're new, turn on noties, and I'll see y'all in the next one.